You know, we all love to talk about the cloud, like all our data just floats around in the sky somewhere. But the truth is, the internet is a deeply, deeply physical thing. We're talking about a massive global web of actual cables buried under our streets and stretching across the deepest parts of the ocean. And keeping that physical network running, well, that's one of the great unsung challenges of our time. So let's pull back the curtain and see exactly how it gets done.
At the very heart of it all is the fiber optic cable, and it is an absolute marvel of technology, carrying just staggering amounts of our data as tiny pulses of light. But here's the wild part. For all of its power, it's also incredibly fragile. I mean, we are literally talking about a single strand of pure glass that is thinner than a strand of your own hair. Now, I want you to picture that single, delicate strand of glass and imagine it stretching, not just across a room, but for hundreds and sometimes thousands of miles, across entire continents and underneath vast oceans. That is the immense, mind-boggling scale we are dealing with here. A fragile, high-performance superhighway for nearly all of our data.
So this brings us to the billion-dollar question. A construction crew accidentally nicks a cable buried underground, or a tiny invisible stress fracture develops somewhere in a cable that's miles long. All you know is your connection drops. So how on earth do you find a microscopic break in a cable that could be anywhere, maybe hundreds of miles away from you? It really sounds like a totally impossible task, doesn't it?
Well, thankfully, it's not impossible. To solve this very problem, engineers came up with a really remarkable piece of technology. The best way to think about it is, well, it's kind of like radar, but instead of using radio waves, it uses light.
It's called the Optical Time Domain Reflectometer, or as everyone in the field calls it, an OTDR. This device is the hero of our story. This is the piece of equipment that makes finding that microscopic break not just possible, but actually a routine part of the job. It is, quite literally, the internet's invisible detective.
And the concept behind it is brilliantly simple. A technician plugs the OTDR into one end of the fiber and sends a powerful pulse of light shooting down the line. Then, it just listens. It waits for the light that echoes back. And by measuring the exact time it takes for those echoes to return, it can create a super detailed map of the entire cable and pinpoint the precise location of any problem. Okay, but hold on. How does light echo back from a perfectly smooth strand of glass? That's a great question. And it's not magic, it's just some very, very cool physics. You see, the OTDR is actually listening for two very different kinds of signals coming back at it.
So, to do its job, the OTDR needs to listen for two very distinct signals. First, there's something called Rayleigh scattering, which you can think of as a faint, constant background hum. And then there's Fresnel reflection, which is like a loud, sudden shout. Both of these are absolutely crucial for understanding what's really happening deep inside that tiny glass fiber.
First up, let's talk about Rayleigh scattering. See, no glass is perfectly 100% pure. So as the OTDR's pulse of light travels down the fiber, it hits these microscopic imperfections, and a tiny, predictable amount of that light scatters back toward the device. This creates a steady, continuous signal that shows the overall health of the fiber. It's like the cable's baseline heartbeat. But this is the real game changer. A Fresnel reflection happens when the light hits an abrupt change, like a connector, a splice where two cables meet, or, most importantly, a break, where the glass suddenly meets air. This causes a huge, sharp pulse of light to reflect right back to the OTDR. It's a loud beacon that basically screams, hey, the problem is right here at this exact spot. So finding faults is obviously a huge part of the job, but it's just one piece of the puzzle. The OTDR is actually a critical tool throughout the entire life of a fiber optic network, starting from the very moment it's installed.
You can really think of an OTDR's mission in four parts. First, there's certifying new installations to make sure they're perfect from day one. Then, of course, there's locating faults in an emergency. But just as important is monitoring the network with regular checkups to catch problems before they cause an outage. And finally, there's documenting, creating a unique fingerprint of the network's health that can be used for future comparisons.
Now, with a technology this critical, you can imagine it's pretty important that everyone is on the same page. That means having agreed upon rules for testing and, of course, having the right specific tool for the job at hand.
What's really crucial here is that this whole field isn't governed by laws, but by a set of international standards. And these are so important because they ensure that a test done in one country can be perfectly understood and trusted by an engineer on the other side of the planet. It creates a common language for network health.
Key groups like the IEC, TIA, and the ITU-T, these are the ones who write the rulebook. They set the global guidelines for everything from testing procedures to how you interpret the results. Their work is what makes it possible for the global internet to function as one big cohesive system.
And, not all OTDRs are created equal. Technicians out in the field use these rugged, handheld units for troubleshooting. Back in a lab or a factory, you'll find much larger, high-precision benchtop models. And there are even specialized PON OTDRs that can test a live fiber-to-the-home network without you even knowing it's happening. Your streaming service won't even buffer.
So the next time you're streaming a movie, or you're on a video call, or you're just browsing the web, and everything is working perfectly, everything is fast and flawless,
Just take a second to appreciate the work of this invisible detective. Because it's the silent, tireless effort of the optical time domain reflectometer and the technicians who use it that keeps our digital world all lit up and running smoothly.
It really makes you wonder, doesn't it? What other hidden, complex, and incredible systems are working perfectly right now, just beneath the surface, powering our modern lives every single day?